Hello friend, my name is Shyam Rathore and in this video we will discuss mode of entry and operations in international business and what are the different mode of entering into international market. So as per slide we can see the way in entering in the international market. What are these? Exporting, the the exporting, so we can export directly or indirectly or inter corporate transfer. Another method is licensing, then franchisee, then special mode. So what are the special modes? Contract manufacturing and management contract and turnkey project. Then foreign direct investment with alliance and without alliance. So with alliance, merger and acquisitions and joint ventures. We will discuss these in this video. So first start with exporting. Exporting is nothing else than good movement from one country to another country. So if we send the goods from one nation to another, it is the procedure of the export. Exporting is the easiest and most widely used mode of entering international market. Exporter can classify it in the various way in given below. This is the easiest way of entering in the international market to start the exporting the goods. Okay, so exporter are classified in various way. First, large and small exporter. Second, single and multi-producer exporter. These are the exporting way. Now we will discuss indirect export. Indirect export is the exporting the product either in their original form or in the modified form to the foreign country through the another domestic company. It is the market entry technique which offer lowest risk, least market control. The firm is not engaged with in international market and no special activities is carried within the firm. The sale is handled just like a domestic sales. Various publishers in India include Himalaya Publish Housing and sells their product, books, UPS and like that. We need to understand here indirect exporting. There are the another exporter house. We need to hand over the goods to him. He will handle all activities of the movement of the goods from starting custom clearance to the selling and deliver at the final destination. So in this there is a low risk. There is no risk of the setup any export export companies. Okay, there is no risk to take license. So this is the indirect mode of exporting through the export house. Now we will discuss direct exporting. Exporting is the selling a product to the country directly through the distribution and arrangement or through the host country company. Okay, so in this case we need to arrange the exporting movement of the goods like we need to appoint the CHA and transfer good from one country to another. Okay, so in this video, in this step we need to take the all responsibility. Okay, to transfer means that we are exporter. In this case we are also manufacturers. All the thing we need to manage. We need to export ourselves by hiring a agent. Okay, so we will understand and discuss next point. Inter-corporate transfer. Intra-corporate transfer means selling of the product by a company to its affiliated company in host country. For example, selling a product by HLI in Univar to in USA. In the transaction is the treated as the export in India and import in USA. Intercorporate means that the host country is affiliated to another companies in another country. It will handle the all procedures. So in this way, we are the exporter and our affiliated company will running in the other country will be imported, but it is also part of us. So this is the intra corporate transfer. Okay. Some of the factors to be considered by the company while exporting are follow: government policy like export policy, import policy, and export financing and export exchange, foreign exchange. These are the factors need to be considered. Marketing factor like image, distribution network, okay, and responsiveness to customer awareness and customer presence. This thing we need to consider. Location considerations. These factors include physical distribution cost, warehousing cost. These are the very important. Now we will discuss licensing. So what is the licensing? We will discuss. Licensing is the method of foreign operations where a firm in one country agree to permit a company in another country to use the manufacturing process, trademark, know-how or some other skill provided by the licensor. Coca-Cola is the excellent example of licensing. In Zimbabwe, United Bottle have a license to make Coke. In return, the license produce the licensor product. Market this product have a assigned territory and pay licensor royalty related to the sales and volume of the product. So in this process of licensing, foreign operation where firm one countries agree to permit in another country that you can use the manufacturing processing, you can use the way of manufacture process so we can say that they are agreement between two nations or two nation and two countries. So two nations and plus two companies that they can give to authority to manufacturing process, use the name of that company. Okay, this is a licensing process. In this case, the host company need not to set up the operations in another country, because that he is hand over the operational activity to the licensor and all the operational and all the thing. Okay, if you go to next, there is franchisee. Franchising refer to method of practicing and using another person business philosophy. The franchisor grant the independent operator to right to distribute its product, technique and trademark for a percentage of the gross monthly sales and royalty fees. In the franchising, franchisor grant the permission to franchisees that and give the right to distribute the product and technique and trademark for a percentage of the gross monthly sales and royalty fees. So this is the franchisees. Okay, so we will discuss franchisees and advantage of franchisee. We will discuss in new video, but we currently study in this video main topic. There are some disadvantages also in the franchise. Now, special mode of entering in the international market is first contract manufacturing. Contract manufacturing is the process that establishes a working agreement between two companies. This is a working agreement between two companies As a part of the agreement, one company will custom produce part and other materials on behalf of their client. In most cases, the manufacturer will also handle the ordering and shipment process for the client. As the result, client does not have a maintain manufacturing facility, purchase raw materials, or hire the labor orders to produce finished good. Produce finished good. So in this contract manufacturing, we need to understand the owner give the grant the permission and right to produce and manufacture the goods and purchase raw material and hire labor and prepare the finished good. This is under the contract manufacturing authority given to the contractor. Okay, authority given to the contractor. Okay, now we will discuss next management contract. Management contract is the agreement under which operational control and enterprise is vested by the contract in separate enterprise which perform necessary management function in return for the fees. Management contract involve just not for selling the method but doing things with franchise and license, but involve the actual doing them. A management contract can involve wide range of functions such technical operations for the producing facility, management of the personnel, and accounting management. In this method of the management contract, the entire process given on the contract, in that in this involve a wide range of functions. What are the functions? Technical operation of the production facility, management of the personal, counting, marketing, and these all things are given on the under contract. So in return, we need to pay the fees. Okay, this is also the mode of entry in case of special mode. This is a special case of mode. Now turnkey project. Turnkey refer to something that is ready for immediate use, generally used in the sales or supply product or service. The term is common in construction industries, for instance, in which it refers building of materials. Labor and subcontractor. So just like a turnkey job by the plumber would include the part of toilet tub and commonly use the motor sport. Okay, so in this turnkey project, the project entirely transfer from one nation to another. In this, labor and all people will be transferred. So this is another where like a constructor is the important part, mainly part of this turnkey project, like a building, preparing the highways and roads and buildings and bridge also. So this is a special mode. Turnkey is a special mode. Now we will discuss foreign direct investment without alliance. FDI without alliance means that every single person will enter in the business, because that FDI is the share of the many peoples, but the one people will handle. So what is it, you will understand. Some company enter in the foreign market through the exporting, licensing and franchising. Get the knowledge and awareness of the foreign market, culture of the country, customer preference and politician situation of the country, and then establish the manufacturing facility by ownership in the foreign country. Okay, so first enter through the exporting and licensing and franchising process, but after that getting full awareness of the market, culture and customer preference and political situation. They set up their entire process on that particular country. Okay, so this is the without alliance. The single person will handle all entities. Okay. It requires the greatest commitment since there is 100% ownership. It is called the greenfield investment. The parent company start a new venture in foreign country by constructing a new operational facility from the ground up. Okay, start from initially level. They need to start the first prepare the building of the factory for the factory, office and all the things need to manage by a single entity. Okay, if you go to next, there is foreign investment with the strategic alliance. In these we will understand innovations, creations and productivity growth and expansion and diversification in recent years are the mostly accomplished by the strategic alliance adopted by the various companies. Strategic alliance are the cooperative approach to achieve the target. Means that cooperative approach to achieve target means that the shareholders will also involve in this approach to achieve the target. Means they determine the target to start the firm in the foreign. So the all shareholders will involve in this. If you go to next, this is the merger and acquisitions. International merger and acquisitions are growing day by day. These merger and acquisitions refer to those merger and acquisitions that are taking place beyond the boundaries of the particular country. International merger and acquisitions are also the term as a global merger and acquisitions or cross-border mergers and acquisitions. Globalization and worldwide financial reform have a collectively contribute toward the development of the international mergers or acquisitions substantially extends. So this is the another way of enter in the globalization and the international business. Now the last, a joint ventures. A joint venture is the entity formed between two or more parties to undertake economic activity together. The parties agree to create new entity to share in the revenue, expense and control of the enterprise. Joint venture can be defined as the enterprise in which two or more investors share ownership and control over the property right and operations. The venture can be for the specific project only or continuing business relationship. Entering doing the joint venture is a major decision. Business of the size can be used joint venture to strengthen long-term relationship and collaborate in the short-term project. So in these joint venture, two or more party, not only one but two or more parties involved in the economic activity. They work together and create a new entity to share revenue and expense and control enterprise. Okay, so this is another way of entering the international business. So today we have understand the various way to enter in the international markets, mode of international market, mode of entering in the international business and market. So guys, thank you for watching this video. We will understand new knowledge and new things in new video. Have a nice day.